Kenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the South Carolina Gamecocks, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Tar Heels will get us started with the opening kickoff. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to it. Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
On the run, deep down the right side.
Yeah, and you can tell the timing wasn't great and quarterback and receiver not on the same page. But when you're going to miss, don't miss towards the DB. You definitely want to miss out towards the sideline so you don't get yourself in trouble.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The play action fake. Going to try to get it himself. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Running to Green. Breaks into the open. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
You're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Looking to throw, it's Baker. Fakes to grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Epps. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Marshall. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch.
And it makes it so hard on the defense trying to stop these guys because they're not just throwing it to wide receivers in the passing game. They've got a huge weapon here at tight end, and he just shows you how difficult he is to bring down after the catch.
On the option. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion.
Touchdown, Gamecocks. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the first quarter with an onside kick. They got it, able to recover the onside kick, and they get the offense right back out there. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Got a man in the middle. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Breaks the tackle. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
The Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Makes a 3rd down stop.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
It's 4th down, and they can make the field goal from here, but it looks as if they're going to leave the offense out there. Off the RPO, complete. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Now, I know you two never faced off against each other in an actual rivalry game other than the Thanksgiving morning Turkey Bowl. But knowing you two the way I do and the way you know each other, Jesse, what would you have done to try to throw Pollock off a little bit on a stage like this?
In our opening 10-play script, I would have had David Pollock cut blocked, maybe even double-team high load, chop blocked on every single play early.
Which is illegal, you bum. That's fine. But that's fine. You know what? I guess in retaliation to that, we would have just roughed the passer over and over, taking the 15-yard penalty. That's what's fun about this, Reese. It's petty.
And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina.
And I love the bounce back for this offense. We lost a week ago. Let's put that in the rearview mirror. That game's gone. Let's improve. Let's get better. So far in this first half, they've done just that.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's going to bring this one out. Motion from the back. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
You know, this offensive line, they just got to hold their blocks a little bit longer. This offense likes to run their quarterback on design plays, and if you can just give him a little crease, he can take it the distance, but they couldn't get it done there.
They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Oh, a big decision here early as they leave the offense on the field in their own territory. They want to keep this opening drive alive. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He's got him. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. You always hear run the route deep enough to get the first down. But if you don't, you better fight your way there, and he did.
Yeah, nice job. Hey, listen, catch the football, understand 4th and short, the situation, and then go get that first down. Don't dilly-dally. Don't try to make a home run play. Get past the sticks. Nice job of understanding that situation.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and South Carolina has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. Delivers the stiff arm. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got to be able to score points on this drive.
And that's what the defense is supposed to do. Stretch the ball out, making sure they doesn't go north and south, push it towards the sidelines, push it towards the sidelines. Eventually the ball carrier ran out of space, had to run out of bounds.
Back to pass. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, UNC! A great catch and run for 6. And And the offense finds a way to cut into this lead, but they still have plenty of work to do.
They do, but that's a big score. You don't want to get late and start getting in the second half where you're fighting to come back by so many points. So great job getting points, get that momentum back on your side so you can come out and do some good things when you get the ball next time.
From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. They go to the wide receiver screen and works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking left. Complete downfield. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
They'll go back to the ground. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
And the Gamecocks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking downfield, it's Baker. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out.
There he goes. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy. He makes a big play. Yes, please.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Flying down the left side. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, North Carolina!
Man, oh man, when you got a weapon like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. He's got it.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
To the air, it's Baker. Throws to the tight end. Got his man downfield. And oh no, he loses the ball at the end of the run. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
Defensive coordinators always preach swatting and batting at the football and trying to punch it out, trying to dislodge the ball from the ball carrier, and boy, they did it right there.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. Power football with the run.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more, but sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Lost to fire on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. At the 45 on his way. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Motion from the wideout. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Smith. Finds a little space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out in position, and the running back sold it too.
Touchdown, Tar Heels! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he makes the extra point. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. All tied up and just about set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Baker. Oh, they're after him. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. From the gun to Gill, looking for room.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Finds his tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Sends it back in motion. He's looking to throw. The screen, and watch out. Turning it on. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Wide out trying to get it in. Touchdown, UNC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Bringing it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. To the air, it's Baker. Rushes on him. He's going to run it. He'll go out of bounds at the 22, methodically moving it away from their own end zone.
That is what I'm talking about. Every defensive players want those opportunities. Quarterbacks slide so much. When you can get a big hit on them, that's exactly what you want to do. Make him feel that now so it hurts later in the game.
Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking downfield very late in the half. He'll try to do it himself. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the grab. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
Timeout, South Carolina.
Just enough time for one final play of the half. To the air, it's Baker. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
I love it. I'm never of the mindset, take a knee, go to the half, whatever, man. If I can try to find an opportunity to put some points on the board, I'm going to try to do it. I like the offense chucked it up, but, you know, an incompletion, who cares?
And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Go ahead and roll the dice to start this second half. They're lined up for an onside kick. And the low percentage play, the onside kick, bounces out of bounds, and they'll drop the flag. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Tight end now in motion. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
That's a really nice job by this defense, maintaining outside leverage and knocking him down behind the line. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working the middle. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Brings up 2nd down.
Second down, he'll throw it. He's got it. And he will score. Touchdown, North Carolina. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here and make something happen on this side of the football.
Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Yeah, and you see wide receivers make those catches and try to get upfield and now turn into a running back, make something happen. And a lot of times you just forget to secure that football real tight. And you could tell the DB got it out. Big mistake, big turnover. Nice forced turnover by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. knock the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
This is the new wave of offensive thinking, going for it 4th and long from their own 47. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Punch it out of the air. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on 4th down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that 4th down.
And what a nice play by the DB. You have to understand, that wide receiver gets that ball that quick. It's tough to get him on the ground. Nice job getting a hold of him, getting him on the ground for no gain.
Here comes the heat. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. He lets it fly. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Oh, and those are those where you're just looking at your hands. Left hand, right hand, left hand, right hand. Dang it, I should have caught that. Nice play, break on the football. That could have been a house call. That could have been a game changer, but just couldn't secure the interception.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Fires to the right. Complete on the comeback. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't find a single crack to run through on the last 2 plays. Let's see if they go up top on 3rd and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Tosses it incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Unloads it left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, how fast did they get in there and make that tackle for a loss? If you blinked, you missed it. Nice job by the defense, getting penetration, everybody up near the line of scrimmage, shooting the gaps quick, getting in the backfield, getting the guy on the ground.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. This quarterback part of their running game. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the 4th quarter game.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
The Tar Heels will punt it away on 4th down. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. You couldn't dial it up much better than that as he knocks it out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. They are backed up, tough field position. The drive starts from their own 9-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Baker. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The quick out. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They go back to work in the final period of this one. He wants to throw it again. Buys a little extra time. He'll get rid of it. Complete to the left. Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Scanning the field, it's Baker. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. And the Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Give to the running back. Oh, better look out. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. The Gamecocks started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. Snap in the shotgun. Dances away. Throws to the wideout. And he can't make the connection on his first attempt.
Oh, and that's tough, man. It was drawn up right. It was a good throw. It was right in his hands. You just want your playmaker to make that play and get to the two-point conversion.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And these guys come out feeling some game pressure. Things have tightened up, and they punted it last time they had it. Wide open spacing. Touchdown, Tar Heels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Cal has had almost no answers today, and when they've had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Berkeley. They're trailing by 17 to UCLA. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Leaves it with the running back. He is going nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Looking for space. It's Epps. A most efficient pickup of 6 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 4. Here comes the hurry up. The give to the back. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes a catch. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 21.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's not going to take the touchback. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he had just taken the touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
Let's go. Talk about leaving the door open. Yes, please. You think they might run the clock out, run the football consistently? No, sir. They put it in the air. We forced the interception. Great job by the defense. When they needed it the most, they came through.
Quickly complete. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here. Walker will fire. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. So that penalty is going to cost them the 1st down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Sends it downfield. And it's picked off right at the goal line. Takes it the other way. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll run the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. 2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. And the Tar Heels come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short.
Here we go, here we go.
Caught over the middle, King. Chopping up this defense, and they've got it all the way down to the 23. He was really beating himself up over that interception and that loss last week. I know he's thrown a pick in this one, but he's looked much more certain.
And what you ask quarterbacks to do nowadays and how much you put on their plate, one
Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Walker to throw. Pocket breaking down. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31 and a big pickup on that one. The Gamecocks will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Here's the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. These DBs going to give a little cushion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the wideout. It's picked up, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Looking for more room. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Fires it incomplete.
When you talk about versatility at the running back spot, you got to talk about this guy in the conversation. He already has caught a touchdown on this one. They're still trying to throw him the football. That one goes incomplete, but I would keep this up if I'm on offense.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that is not where you want to miss. You do not want to miss high over the middle. A lot of that times that turns into an interception. He doesn't get that, but he's got to lower that football and give his receiver a chance to make a play on it.
Throws to the wideout. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
Punt is on its way. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. It's a long shot, I know, but you have to keep fighting till the bitter end, Jesse.
But they call it a long shot for a reason because they've still technically got a shot. I know it's not great, David, but let's see these guys fight to the end.
It's not great, but keep fighting, keep spinning that pill around. Use every second on this clock to try to get this game as close as you can.
Got his man. Timeout is called by the offense. 16 seconds left in the game. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Defense playing a bail technique. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Late touchdown here, probably too little too late. It would take a monumental miracle to come back now.
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for 2. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Yeah, and this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most...
There he goes. That's where they'll mark him down, but what a play there to pick up a first down. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Going for 6. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football.
And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
It's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
The old coaching cliche, go win-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.